He's one of the greatest recruits in Baylor football history, and today he's on the show. Austin Novosad is Locked On Baylor.
You are Locked On Baylor, your daily podcast on the Baylor Bears, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Uptempo. Drake Toll from Sports Illustrated's Inside the Bears alongside Austin Novosad, future Baylor quarterback. I think we were talking about future Heisman quarterback, something like that. We don't want to put any pressure or anything like that. Austin, I want to thank you and everybody else out there for making Locked On Baylor their first listen every single day. And thank you for the storyline that you gave us throughout the offseason of, your performance at Dripping Springs and the way that this team elevated to a level that, the program really hadn't seen before. So start to finish, did you feel though, as though you commit to Baylor, you're a Division I quarterback, that these opposing teams put a target on your back, or that adds any pressure, or did that take pressure off knowing where you would go after this season was over?
Yes, sir. I mean, one of my things was just kind of being committed before the season started. And once I, finalized that right before the season started, I think that it kind of honestly took pressure off of me. And I was able to just go out and have the best season that I could my senior year.
Yeah, Austin, I mean, looking at the stats here, pushing 3,000 yards this season and 40 touchdowns passing. It felt like your rush game was able to elevate a little bit too. What were you working on in the middle of this year? I mean, are you loose this season, or do you know there are tangible things that you want to get done before you get on campus at Baylor?
Yeah, I think this season, the main thing was just consistency, knowing where to go with the ball, and just being the most accurate dude on the field. And so I think that I was really able to just kind of, from a mental side, elevate my game my senior year. And I think it just showed off. Half the games I only played, in 2 to 3 quarters. Yeah. And so, if we were trying to get the best stats we could have had it, but we were just trying to really make my game improve, get in and get out, basically keep your body healthy, but win the games.
Now, for you guys, unprecedented season. You beat Lake Travis by 7. You were in that game against Westlake too. I got to see clips of that. Beat Vandergrift early in the year. This is something that Dripping Springs fans historically aren't as used to. What was it like being on a team that doesn't have those kind of expectations and is just mowing through really everybody?
Yeah, I mean, we were a senior-heavy team, I would think, and we had a bunch of great leaders and guys that really just put in the work, starting with, last summer in the offseason, hit the 7-on-7 circuit with them. And so I knew the team was kind of going to be special. But I think, we weren't the biggest, we weren't the strongest. We had talent where we needed it, I think, and we just did a good job of, executing our job, staying disciplined. And I think it just carried us a long way throughout the year.
All right. This one's tough for me to ask, Austin, but take me back to last week. I mean, this is fresh here. I know a lot of the people that are watching the show saw the finish to the Vandergrift playoff game. The last play, for those that didn't, kind of walk me through it the best way you can.
Yeah, I think it was, we had a lot of opportunities that game. We knew it was going to come down to the last play. And this one did, even the last one when we beat them. It came down to the last play where we kicked the field goal. And so we're down on the 1. We could have kicked the field goal, or we could have went for it, and the seniors wanted to go for it. So we went for it. Ultimately just had a bad exchange, and we lost the ball, lost the game. So it was a tough one, but, things happen. You watch College Station, Smith Valley, play on Saturday, and Smith Valley gets stuffed on the 1. You watch TCU, they got stuffed on the 1. I think we had a good play called, but we just didn't execute.
See, look, I'll give you credit because I've seen that play probably 15 times. And each time I convinced myself that you did have the ball and you got in. There's nothing if anybody hasn't seen it, it's just like a straight up the gut. You can't tell anything's happening. So you could have told me right now that you punched it in and I would believe you and probably be emailing the UIL. But I commend you for your honesty in that. But the season comes to an end, Austin. I want to give you an opportunity to give those guys credit, the coaching staff, the guys at Dripping Springs, because it wasn't just you. I know that put that run together. Who are some of those guys that really paved the way for you and this team to make that kind of run?
Yeah, I mean, it starts with my head coach and OC, Coach Zimmerman and Coach Pena. Both those guys just, week in and week out, put in the max effort they can, whether it's scouting reports or film or whatever we need. We're prepared going into every game. And then, from a physical standpoint, on the field, my O-line, I'm going to say it, but they're not the biggest, and they know that. And, we were blocking some of the best guys in the state, whether it's Bostic, Wimberley from Vandergrift, you name it. They blocked in. So I think that's huge, is just having an O-line that you can, you open up the playbook a little bit when you got guys that can block for you. And then my receiving core was just phenomenal. Garen Duncan on the outside, Kyle Cook, who's a junior, and then my tight end, who could pretty much do anything. And so just having those guys around me made my life way easier, distributing the ball to them and then getting the yards after the catch, for sure.
Yeah, and obviously for you, it's put you in a position here to be in the running for Dave Campbell's Mr. Texas High School Football, in that top 10 list of guys who can win that award. Last year it was a China Spring guy. It was a Sean Bell, Brian Bell guy. But now it could be you. Is that something you have your mind on at all now that you've kind of hit the official off season?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to be in that, running with those caliber of athletes. You got some of the best in Texas at all positions. And so, I think that it's just cool to see the hard work paying off and getting up for those awards, for sure.
Whoa, I'm going to pop in here real quick and tell you about Omaha Steaks. Right now, it's steak season, I think, maybe. It's steak season. The gift of Omaha Steaks is one of the most beautiful gifts that there is in the entire world because they are so succulent. Yes, I said succulent. Omaha Steaks are also very affordable compared to most steaks. And right now, the steak experts at Omaha Steaks have put together a special curated gift for you. Go to omahasteaks.com, omahasteaks.com, 50% off site-wide. Plus, use promo code LOCKEDON, all caps, locked on at checkout. Get an additional $30 off your order. Butcher's cut filet mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken, juicy burgers, all of that with easy-to-prepare comfort meals. They're ready in a flash. Omaha Steaks will ship you your order right away. Shop early. Beat the shipping rush. omahasteaks.com, promo code locked on, all caps, locked on at checkout. Right now, if you do that, you can buy you a steak for the holidays. It's a gift from the heart. Give it to somebody else. Eat it yourself. A gift that will be remembered with every unforgettable bite. omahasteaks.com, locked on right now. $30 extra off, $30 off with promo code locked on. I've an already 50% off site-wide promotion. Minimum order may be required. Yeah. Austin, kind of turning the page to Baylor and what this offseason looks like for you. A lot of people are asking, and I should know. I could literally just Google this, but I haven't done it. Are you a guy who is going to be on campus in January? What does your spring look like? Where are you right now as far as when your Baylor career starts?
Yeah, so I'm kind of just wrapping up this school year, getting some last-minute finals taken, and then in January I'm going to play in the All-American Bowl down in San Antonio. And then after that, I think we move in, second week of January or something. And so I'll be with the early enrollees at Baylor.
Is that a decision for you? I mean, look, you, and we talked about this off the air, not to expose you, but you're kind of like at the end of high school at this point. Like, this is your last couple of weeks to say goodbye to everybody. How tough of a decision is that for you when it comes to, I mean, this is kind of cutting that chapter short a semester early.
I mean, you miss out on some, high school memories, whether it's prom or whatever. I think actually you can still come back to prom and graduation, stuff like that. But, I think that you got to look in the future and what do you want to do in life? And so, would you rather mess around for another semester of high school or kind of, just get to it? And so that was kind of the decision that I took and wanted to just get in, start learning as quickly as I could and get with Coach Bell and those guys up at Baylor. So
Yeah,
That's kind of
I
what it came down to.
cannot picture working out, doing squats with Siaki Ika and then going to prom the next day. Just as something that doesn't really register in my brain. But if that's what you're about, I mean, why not? But this coaching staff at Baylor, guys you got really close with. I know you've mentioned Sean Bell already a couple times here. What is it about Sean Bell? Like, look, dude, you got A&M on the phone. You got Notre Dame on the phone. Why Sean Bell? What is it about him that has such an appeal for you?
Yeah, he's just a guy that, gets so personal, I think, and knows so much about your life that maybe other coaches don't spend the time to get to know you that well or just care, honestly. And so I think that, just the time that he puts in, making phone calls late at night, talking to my family, he does the little things and the extra effort. And it really shows throughout the recruiting process.
What of the and kind of revealing some of his secrets, what are the conversations with Coach Aranda like? Because when we get to talk to Coach Aranda, he's real calm, cool, collected, just straight and narrow, stare through your soul. What have those conversations been like for you from a guy that hasn't given us a whole lot of emotion?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you get him on the phone in a recruiting standpoint, I think he's got a different humor than when he's making press conferences or something. He's a little bit more serious in those situations, and I think that now when he's talking to the kids, he's always going to laugh at something, or he might not make the longest explanation on something, but he's always going to laugh, and so that's cool to just see how he interacts with the kids.
And then Jeff Grimes too, a guy that has got a son who's like literally your age in high school now. So I feel like he's kind of the high school football player whisperer. What are the conversations like with a guy who coached Zach Wilson to an almost Heisman winning season and has coached Cam Newton? Now you've got that guy on your offensive staff. Have you got to talk to him much?
Yeah, I actually have. He's a lot of the times busy recruiting tight ends and stuff, so don't get to talk to him as much as Coach Bell. But when I do, I mean, he's just he knows where I'm at, like you said, because he's got a kid that's about to graduate, and so he's very relatable in that situation. And I think it's just good to see that how much he wants me, and he always texts me, even though he doesn't really have my position. So it's cool to see that for sure.
So what's the goal day one when you step on campus? I mean, look, I'm not going to put you in a tough spot or ask you about any quarterback battles or anything like that. But for a guy who has always, had that dog in him, is that still a thing? Is this a situation where you're trying to play as early as possible when you get here? You're fighting for position. What is your tactic coming on campus in January?
Yeah, like I said, I wanted to get there just to start learning as much as I could, because a lot of people think that just coming out of high school, kids are ready, and some are, some aren't. But I think that if you're ready mentally, then I think it's okay. And I think that a lot of kids might want to get in early, but it's not always the best for them. So it'll be good 6 months to kind of learn the playbook, learn defenses, get bigger, get stronger, those things before you start talking about, getting on the field.
Yeah. Now, when in today's age of college football, NIL has been such a big thing. And what I love, gosh dang it, man, I'm going to answer it for you. Basically, I feel like you pick Baylor over A&M and Notre Dame, which are like big NIL schools. This is a come play for us. We'll give you $500,000. Like, you're effectively turning down that money to bet on yourself and pick a university that's kind of the little guy, almost a dripping springs of college football programs. Austin, literally, why?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it wasn't the money. I wanted to go to the place where I could be developed the best, and lay down a career that, could ultimately get me to the next level. And I thought Baylor did a great job of that. You're also going to walk away with a great degree. So, everything, all the factors of going to school, I think, Baylor just kind of came out on top.
Yeah. Is that on your radar at all? I mean, it feels like every recruit now is like NIL centric. Is that something that you've even thought about now that you're, a couple weeks away from being in Waco?
No, I mean, not really. I think that, it's once you get there, it's good to take advantage of it. I mean, I think a lot of kids, are starting to succeed and kind of figure out how to, get deals and make money. But, I think freshman year, I'm just trying to get there and, learn the plays and learn defenses and get stronger, like I said. And then once you start performing on the field, I think all the NIL is going to naturally come.
Yeah. Last thing before we kind of jump into, I've got like a 50 get to know you questions from BuzzFeed. I'm so ready for this. Austin, last thing though, I'm looking right now, look like Deion Sanders at Colorado. I know you keep up with college football, and the way this transfer portal is going, it's like free agencies opened up. When you were first getting recruited, like first looking at colleges, this wasn't really a thing. You weren't too worried about, hey, wherever I go play, will they get a 5-star transfer quarterback who's a senior from wherever? Is that something that's like this new age of transfer portal in college football that you look at all, that scares you, that you're, aware of? I mean, what are your thoughts on the way this or the way this transfer portal process works today compared to when you first were getting recruited?
Yeah, I think that when I was first getting recruited, I think maybe that was something to look at, and, you kind of wanted to see the room. And then you kind of fast forward, a year and a half now, and, I'm about to be there. And I think that I kind of just look at it, and wherever you go, you're going to have to compete. Like, I wouldn't pick a place based on the room. And I think that Baylor did kind of set it up, nice for me with not taking a 22. But, they could very well take a QB right now in the transfer portal, with Kyron in it. We don't know if he's going to leave or come back yet, but wherever you go, you're going to have to compete. And so I think that, if they do get someone, that wouldn't affect me.
Okay, so you're not joining Deion at Colorado. We can confirm.
No, sir.
Oh, perfect. All right, popping right back in here to tell you about Built Bar. That's right, Built Bar. We haven't done a lot of Built Bar stuff here recently, but right now I'm pausing the podcast for a second. We're paused because you've got to try this: the cookie dough topper, the coconut brownie bar, and the coconut brownie topper. Now, what's a topper? I don't really know. I've had them, but it's tough to explain. It's just good. There's white chocolate, peppermint granola. Built's taking the granola bar, but it's more filling and it's better. Candy cane brownie puff. Built Bar puffs are like biting into the universe's most delicious cloud. The puffs are great. 100% real chocolate, 17 grams of protein, 130 calories. Only 130 calories. Shockingly low sugar and calories. First bite, and your life will be changed. Not kidding. Life will be changed at Built Bar. You got to try this. 15% off. 15% off at Locked On 15 at Built.com. Locked On, all caps, Locked On 15 at Built.com. All right, Austin. Now we get into the fun stuff, dude. I have been so ready for this. Like, look, your recruitment and the buzz in Waco about you being on campuses has been awesome. I don't want to put that pressure on you because, like, why? You don't have to be. I feel like everybody, it's all talk, until you get here. So I do want to give folks the opportunity to get to know you, though. So I got like 20 questions here, and they are the most basic things in the world. But, dude, I want to know, Austin. Rapid fire lightning round. Favorite color, go.
Blue.
Favorite TV show?
Ooh, I don't know. Pass. They're all.
What do you mean pass? You can't pass this. Give me like 2 or 3.
Favorite TV show?
Do you only watch football? You can say Hard Knocks. That's like a cop out.
Okay, I only watch football. That's true. And then when I'm not watching football, I'm watching like something about nature, whether it's Nat Geo Wild, Animal Planet, something like that.
You're one of those kids. All right. You're that guy in high school. All right. Favorite TV show? We'll give you Animal Planet, whatever. Okay. Fine. Favorite band?
Oh, I don't know. I'm more like rap, but I don't know. I don't know about that one.
There's nothing. Give me something.
Can I give you like what I would listen to?
Yeah, man. Like Spotify rap just came out.
Favorite country. I'm gonna go with either Wessel or Parker. And then rap. Drake's new album is probably the best complete album that they make.
You are gonna love Waco, my friend. Favorite song then? Again, Spotify Rap just came out. Favorite song right now?
Favorite song?
Yeah.
Probably Parker Stoned right now.
Yes. Again, he's gonna come to Waco. You're gonna love it. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Vanilla.
Oh, wow. All right. It's not broke, don't fix it, I guess. Favorite season of the year?
Winter or summer, but
it's fall, Austin. It's fall.
No, I'm gonna do summer.
Summer it is. There's no football in summer, but whatever. Favorite movie? Come on.
Hangover 1 through 3.
Yes. Don't tell your professors that in Christian scriptures or Christian heritage. Favorite food?
Oh, no price limit.
No price limit. Yeah, you're good. You can go to
probably like a surf and turf or something nice. I mean, a steak is probably going to be it.
Like a steak and lobster, steak and shrimp.
Yes, sir.
Do you eat breakfast? If so, what do you eat?
Don't eat breakfast. If I do, anything but pancakes, waffles, with a little side of, eggs and yogurt will do it for me.
When you get to campus, you will eat breakfast every day because they will force you.
Oh,
yeah,
I know that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, prepare yourself for that. Here, favorite book? I don't read, so you can say you don't read. Yes. I don't read. I like favorite store. You gotta go shopping. Where are you going to shop?
Ooh, probably Nike.
Nike? Like just the outlet, the Nike outlet?
The Nike outlet. You can find some good deals. There are no returns though, so.
Oh, not a lot of Baylor stuff either there, but that's okay. Favorite dessert? You're gonna splurge on something. What are you getting?
Oh, a brownie with ice cream. Sure.
I like it. Simple. Vanilla ice cream, by the way. Favorite snack right now? Like you just 3 p.m. want a snack. What are you eating?
If I'm in the mood for something cold, I'll go get some fruit, and then if something from the pantry, I'm gonna go with a granola bar or something.
Yeah, no Gushers, or I was really fruit by the foot.
I used to eat those, so don't anymore. But
you grew up, you got out of those stage. Okay, this one's fun. I like this one. Favorite smell, Austin. Mine's this explains a lot. Mine's gasoline or paint, which neither things you should be smelling.
I was gonna say gas, but now that you said that, I'm gonna go with probably fresh cut grass.
You like wood too? You walk into a house that's just being built and you smell that wood, man.
For sure.
There's 4 more here. Favorite restaurant?
We got a couple good places. Probably it's kind of like this grandma's cooking place in Dripping Springs. What's called Hayes City Store. And that's probably number 1.
This one's going to be good. Somebody's going to find this video 3 years from now, and they're going to use this against you when you're going to play at Iowa State. Your favorite type of flower?
I guess probably a rose. I don't know.
Oh, look at you. That's so sweet. Your favorite sports team, Austin. This is a do or die here. Obviously, not Baylor, but professional.
I don't know. I mean, Baylor for college, and probably the Bills NFL, just because my boy Josh Allen.
Your boy? Is that a bandwagon thing, or you're just all in?
I just think that he's just kind of what I am, and I think that he's kind of plays the same, and so I really like him and the Bills.
Dude, if you're gonna be Josh Allen, that's fine with me. I will accept that. Last 2 here. What subject are you worst at in school? What do the tutors need to prepare themselves for now?
I don't know. It's not that I'm the worst at it. I just think that I don't like it, and that's English. Don't really like reading, like we figured out. But and then just essays is not me. So
Yeah. Do you guys do like the SAT or is that the ACT? What do you guys do down there?
We do. I mean, now actually, my class didn't really even have to take the SAT. I think a couple people did, but I don't even think it's required now. So.
All right, that's your least. What's your best subject, the one that you will help the rest of the team with?
Probably math.
All right, that's good. Cool. You got to be good at math. I'm gonna make up my own here. Favorite Baylor athlete of all time?
Probably RG3. Got to speak with him a little bit, and just the type of person he is. I really, really liked him.
Dude, you got to meet him?
Yes, sir.
Was that like dope and insane for you?
It was. It was.
Is there anybody that who's the biggest person you've met so far? Now I'm just fascinated.
Oh, I don't know. I guess like young person that I met was probably Joe Burrow, maybe.
Yeah, that counts.
Who else? I guess like head coaches, met a lot of those. I guess Joe Burrow.
Yeah, no, I like that. And that's a pretty good answer. All right. I know you got to get places. So Austin, thanks for joining today and doing all of the stuff that I made you do. Yeah. Best of luck at Baylor. If you ever need any like rest, I know you've already been to Waco. If you ever need anything, I guess like I live here. So
yes, sir.
Sweet.
I'll be hitting you up for restaurant recommendations for sure.
Sweet. I'll take you out for non-alcoholic drinks. We'll get Diet Cokes together. All right. Thanks, Austin.
All righty. Thank you so much.
All right. That was Austin Novosad. What a treat, man. I like that guy. That guy's going to be good. Come back tomorrow, Monday. Oh, it's Friday. Come back on Monday. We're going to talk about the defensive coordinator, stuff like that. Short list. Who's going to be the next DC at Baylor? I don't know. I'll tell you. It's the Leonard guy from Wisconsin. It's the Corey Raymond guy from Florida. Who's it going to be? We'll have all that and more on Locked On Baylor on Monday. Thank you for making it your first listen every single day. This has been Locked On Baylor.